तौ संतोषयता संतौ श्रीलरूप सनातन दाक्षिणात्येन भट्टेन पुनरेतद्विविच्यते तस्याद्यं ग्रन्थनालेकं क्रान्तव्युत्क्रान्तखण्डितं पर्यालोच्याथ पर्यायं कृत्वा लिखति जीवकः. Hare Krishna. Okay, I send material to Google Classroom 140 and 140 first anuccheda. Please check it. So what's going on? Feeling cold, everyone? Feeling cold, okay. So then, what you are doing for this? Wear warm clothes, then you will not feel. You don't have? You have, then why didn't you wear? Relishing much. Relishing cold. Then why you are saying suffering? Influence of, sorry, exam. What is exam? I don't like exams. Okay, 140th anuccheda we see. We are studying the various qualities of the bhakti. Various qualities of the bhakti. In that, so Paramasukharupatvam cha drishyate. Paramasukharupatvam. Bhakti is blissful. Aish. Is enjoyment. Bhakti is meant for what? Bhakti is meant for enjoyment. That we are going to see. If you want to enjoy, what you should do? If you want to enjoy, you should do bhakti. That is the thing. Okay? Everyone want enjoyment or not? Then what you should do? Do bhakti. Simple. So how do you know this? Do it and see whether you are enjoying or not. Are you enjoying or not? Huh? Huh? Rangmay Prabhu, you are enjoying bhakti or not? Yes. This is the proof actually. See, Pratyaksha Pramana is the more powerful. So everyone is relishing. Yes? You? Huh? You are not enjoying bhakti. You want to find some other enjoyment, then you'll be thinking there is some enjoyment is there in another thing, but there is no enjoyment. You'll return back, even if you go there. But still you want to check other enjoyment. Sharma actually. This young boy is feeling shy. What other enjoyment you want? Tell me. On Pitaji, dismiss. So no enjoyment is there. Just that is looks like enjoyment, but it's pain. It's plain just. Only one enjoyment we think in our life, there is sex life, but it's a painful thing actually. So what? By doing bhakti, we get enjoyment after becoming perfect in that, or while practicing also. That is the thing we want to know. While practicing also we get enjoyment, or only for after perfection we get. So this is the question actually. So while practice also you get enjoyment from the bhakti. It's not that the after becoming the perfect only you'll get enjoyment while practice also. So what is that sloka? Ato vai kavayo nityam bhaktim paramaya muda. This. Thus, with great joy, the wise constantly perform bhakti to Lord Krishna, which purifies the mind. Okay, this is from the first canto, second chapter, 22nd sloka. Thus, with great joy, the wise constantly perform bhakti to Lord Krishna, which purifies the mind. Okay, this is the meaning. Understand? This is one more. So, from this, what you are understanding? Ataha kavayaha. Kavayaha means intelligent people. So, nityam bhaktim paramaya muda. Vasudeve Bhagavati Kurvanti Atma Prasadani. They always do bhakti. So with that, they are getting the great joy. With great joy, the wise constantly perform bhakti to Lord Krishna, which purifies the mind. Intelligent people. They are intelligent people means they know difference between bhakti and other things. Those people only, but not they are siddhas. So intelligent people means they are practitioners. So they do practice of bhakti with the enjoyment. That means bhakti is giving the happiness. Sadhana bhakti is also giving happiness. That is the meaning. Next what? Next sloka. Karmanyasminnanasvase dhuma dhumratmanam bhavan apayayati govinda pada padma savam madhu. So from this what you are understanding? What is the meaning of this? What these sages are saying? The sages Saunakadi rishis, they're saying, you make us blackened by the smoke at this uncertain sacrifice. Drink the intoxicating nectar of the lotus feet of Govinda. So what they are saying? So you make us to drink the intoxicating nectar of the lotus feet of Govinda. How we are? We became blackened by the smoke. So when you do sacrifice, if you sit hours and hours, what will become? Like your whole body will become black. Like you see, someone is working in automobiles, in mechanic. His whole hand, his clothes, everything will be like black. Similarly, someone is simply working, simply doing sacrifices. Everything knows everything. Yes, everything will become black. Not only the face and the external body, but their heart also will become black because they do huh? Or by taking inside smoke, that's why they are becoming black, you see. So after studying Bhakti Sandarbha, my student is saying, my proud student, how the heart is becoming black means while taking inside smoke, his heart is becoming black. What should I do? You people tell me, please. After hearing 140 anucchedas, my student is saying, how hard is it like because when taking inside. Jai ho. I'm really. You tell me one thing. You should take inhale, lungs will become black. But how heart will become black? Oh, maybe everything is becoming black, huh? Blood, vessels. What do you mean? Heart is becoming black means. Baapre. Heart is becoming black. How heart becomes black? You tell me now. Now, right answer you tell. Mike.
Actually, those who are performing yoga,
Hmm.
and they are actually materialistic minded people.
Yes.
So
Fruitive results
they
they
are
want.
not bhakti yogi, so
Yes.
that they are not, their heart is not pure.
Yes.
So in this case, actually, bro.
Yes. Yes. Because their heart is full of filled with the so many materialistic, so fruitive results, fruitive desires. So that's why their heart is black. Next. So that's why. So from this, what we are apayayati govinda pada padmasavam madhu. So they what they are asking? They are asking. So these karmis in that sages group of sages, many are karmis are there. They are all requesting. So Suta Goswami to make them to make them to drink nectar. So nectar by drink the intoxicating nectar of the lotus feet of the Govinda. That means hearing the Lord's glories, the Lord's uh, katha is nectar actually. So that's why it is establishing these karmis when they hear katha, they are feeling this as nectar. Means they are not siddhas. They are just hearing and they are relishing it as nectar. Means sadhana bhakti is blissful. Okay. Next. Siddha tu sutaram tat prakati bhavat. And what to speak of perfection stage? It manifests even more actually in the stage of perfection. So that's why it is said. Matsevaya pratitante salokyaadichatuštayam nechanti sevaya purna kutonyat kala viplutam. My devotees who are always satisfied by service don't desire the four kinds of liberation, beginning with salokya, which are achieved by my service. What then is to what then is to be said of any perishable happiness? Kala viplitam means perishable happiness. So devotees they do bhakti and they are completely satisfied by the service to the Lord. So at that time they will be automatically getting the so liberation. Even they don't desire also, so they will be so offered actually. So don't desire the four kinds of liberation beginning with salokya. So which are achieved by my service. So those easily achieved by those service. Even they also they don't want because they are fully satisfied with only service. Then what to speak of some perishable happiness? So they will never like it. So from this we are understanding is what someone devotee who became perfect. So who is doing service, even he doesn't like the salokya, samipya, sarupya, sarishti, and that kind of so liberations. So they just want to serve. That means in the perfectional stage also they are so happy, even they are rejecting all this. Okay. Just it is explained there bit more. So अन्यस्य कालविप्लुतत्वम् इति सेवायाः तद् अभावप्राप्तेः निर्गुणत्वं सिद्धम्. So other type of happiness are impermanent. Kala viplutam means they are not permanent. So since bhakti is permanent, it is established as nirguna here. So bhakti is permanent, it is established as nirguna actually. So anything is permanent, that definitely should be beyond the modes. Anything under the modes, it is not permanent. So since bhakti is not impermanent, that means it's permanent. So it is established as nirguna. Anyway, that is not a main point, just it is said. Other types of happiness are impermanent. So what to speak of, you've seen the sloka, what to speak of happiness which is perishable or which is not permanent. That means salokya, samipya, sarushti, these are all permanent. And even on the top of service is definitely even so more. That means is definitely it is also permanent. That understanding we should get. Just it is said like this. So what it is said here. So what to speak of pleasure which is perishable or which is not permanent. Which is not permanent means, so it is said that these devotees fully satisfied with seva, like all of you. They don't like even, they don't want even salokya and so on. And what to speak of pleasure which is perishable. That means salokyadi also not perishable. So not, that means they are also permanent. They are permanent. So then definitely seva is also what? Permanent or not? Because even they don't want salokya means they are only happy with seva means it should be something superior to the salokya, na? So that's why it is also permanent, and so that's why it is also nirguna. Allow him. Send him the file. Okay, कोई problem. Okay. Rukmani Prabhu, welcome to Bhakti Sandrabha class. So Hare Krishna. So I sent 2 files to your personal WhatsApp account. You can check it. You can check it and get those files so you can follow the class. Okay. Those files, one file is about the Sanskrit Mula and second file is translation. Those will be helpful for you. Okay. So next will be going in the next 141st anuccheda. 141st anuccheda.
Would you be able to specify in the first 2 shlokas quoted, 1:222 and 1:18:12, what exactly gives away that we're talking about bhakti in a stage of practice?
1:222, na?
Yeah.
So that's Kavayaha. Kavayaha means what? They are just practitioners. They are intelligent people means they are just a practitioner. They are not siddha. So Kavayaha Paramaya Muda Bhaktim Kuruvanti. Intelligent people with great joy they do bhakti. Means bhakti is joyful. That means they are doing sadhana bhakti. So that means bhakti in the practitioner stage also it is joyful.
So just the word kavaya.
Yeah,
we can
Kavayaha.
learn it.
Yes. And in the second sloka also, these karmis, their heart is and body, everything is became black because of performing the yajnas. And they are asking to make them to drink, to make them to drink nectar. That means Krishna Kathamritam. That's why. So that means they are also seeing how this bhakti, they are not siddhasana, they are karmis only. But they are drinking the bhakti as nectar actually. It's not like a poison. So definitely it is also indicating that. So while practicing, they are not experts, siddhas, but still they are seeing the bhakti as nectar means that sadhana bhakti is joyful.
How can we see this statement um, in contrast, in nectar of instruction, when Rupa Goswami explains about the jaundice, the disease that we have, and we cannot taste the sweetness, and that by daily anudinam and what is it, adarat and aduninam, that by such practice then we can get this sweetness.
So his question is, so while practicing also bhakti is joyful, but I am feeling like jaundice patient, how he feels sugar cane like that. It's so bitter. This is the question. Practically also you are feeling, yes, you are feeling it's bitter or sweet. Tell me.
Depends what. Taking prasadam, it's very sweet.
Taking prasadam, you are feeling it is tasty. And chanting japa,
Chanting japa, it's bitter and sweet.
it's bitter and sweet. Okay. So that means anything you are feeling so really so much bitter, little bitter. Yes, this is correct answer. Whatever you said is right. This is the thing actually. From the day one, even that he is not an expert devotee, he is having the taste of bhakti. Every in moment you are relishing bhakti by nature, it is so tasty and blissful. But some people are relishing that full extent, some people are relishing that at a minute level. It depends upon your anartha nivritti. As much as your offenses are clean, so that much you can taste it. But there is taste. Otherwise, Naradamani, what he is saying, everyone remember this. Navai jano jatu katam chana vraje mukunda sevyanyavadanga samsrutim smaran mukundangryupagohanam punar vihatumichenna rasagraho yataha. If you remember this, someone does bhakti, even a minute level of bhakti, they will come back to do bhakti again, because there is a taste of the bhakti is in every single activity. But that is, some people are relishing fully, some people are relishing in different degrees, and because of that taste they are simply again so pulled back. So before practicing bhakti, how our life, and after leaving the bhakti, how our life. So then remembering these two, recalling this back, and there once again that jiva is searching. Why you are all not happy with the material pleasure even after becoming the engineers, even after becoming the great so scholars in the material world, after getting so much wealth and happiness, because you are all searching for the something you already tasted previously. Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Or otherwise, sometimes they may started newly, like us. people by the mercy of the devotees we started, but many of the Vaishnavas, so they became naturally devotees. Just they are waiting. They are rejecting already because they're inside. So they have the such a impressions that this is not the pleasure I want. Even after becoming the state topper, you feel that something is missing. Even after getting the so much wealth, you are always thinking something is missing. Why? Because you tasted something is higher, and you might have tasted that in the previous life or in the many lives back, but that is there. That is the power of the bhakti. It makes such an impression on you. Even a single one word taking holy name will be so registering the happiness in your heart permanently, some extent, definitely. So that you want. So that's why here Narada Muni is saying to Vyasdev like this. They are definitely come back. Now why Jano Jahotu Katam Jana? If you see Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur commentary on this, elaborately you might be remembering. Yeah, 1518. You all wrote the big stories and dialogues. You pass exam. Yes. In Bhakti Vaibhava exam, everyone wrote and got the 95 marks, 96 marks. I don't know how you people get this many marks. I think you people, for the examiner, you have some contacts, or I didn't get it this many marks. Okay, come to this present. So we were discussing like this many glories of the bhakti. So we discussed till now many glories. So recently what we discussed, bhakti destroys the aprarabdha karma, bhakti destroys the prarabdha karma, bhakti the prarabdha papa, whatever. So bhakti destroys the vasanas, bhakti destroys avidya, bhakti. Even before that we have seen so many. Bhakti destroys what? Everything. No. Bhakti, everything. Bhakti. Bhakti dissolves the subtle body. In the case of yogis, bhakti, what it did? Linga deha bhanga. Finished, completely destroyed. Okay. And also we discussed bhakti is nirguna, Lord's association, devotees association is nirguna. So bhakti is nirguna and Bhagavad Jnanam is nirguna. Next, devotees are nirguna. Next, what else we discussed? We all discussed also. Kriya Rupa Bhakti is nirguna. Jnana Rupa Bhakti is nirguna. So, very important session actually. Some students they missed. I sincerely request to go through last two classes where it is the fundamental thing is established. Why Bhakti is nirguna, very technical it is established. So, we discussed that means Kriya Shakti and Jnana Shakti, these two are belonging to what? These two Shaktis belonging to Trigunas or the Jivatma or the Paramatma. We discussed that these two belongs to the Paramatma, and when they are engaged in the activities towards the material things, gunas, then it is known as Trigunatmaka. And when the same Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti engaged in the service of the Lord, then it is known as Nirguna. And many points we discussed with the references. So please go through that. Then after that, we discussed bhakti is always in the form of bliss. And that bliss is not only in the perfectional stage, but also in practicing stage. Now we are going to discuss today one more point, one more glory of the bhakti. So what is that? Sri Bhagavad Vishayaka Rati Pradaktam. Bhagavad Vishayaka Rati Pradaktam. What it mean? By the following statement, it is stated that bhakti gives rati for the Lord. Bhagavad Vishayaka. Bhagavad Vishayaka means, so Lord is the object. That means, and Rati is, who is the owner of this Rati? Tell me. Bhagavad Vishayaka Rati Pradatvam, if you say, here Rati belongs to whom? Who is the owner of the Rati? Lord is the owner of the Rati. Raise the hands. Absolutely wrong. Who is the owner? That's the devotee is the owner. He is owning, na? It is there in his heart. And who is the object for that Rati? Lord. You are the lover. So love is in whose heart? In your heart only. Na? You are loving someone, then he is beloved. And you are the lover. And who contains the love? Lover contains the love. Yes or no? Or beloved contains the love?
Does it mean that devotee is the owner? Because Krishna is Vishaya and the devotee is Ashraya, means that he's in his heart, love is taking shelter, but it doesn't mean that he's the owner of that.
That is the meaning actually I am asking here. Owner means who contains. Lord is containing towards you, or you are containing to Lord. That's the meaning. So who is owning means in whose heart it is there. It's my devotion, you say. It's not that the object's devotion. My love. That means in that sense, you should see that. Of course, everything belongs to the Lord. The shirt is also belongs to the Lord. But you'll say still, this is my shirt, yes or no? That's the thing. That's Vyavahara, actually. We should say that. Otherwise, there is no point. Then there is no usage, actually. And there is no Vyavahara, actually. Everything is belongs to them, then why you should say it's my laptop? There, my word should not be there in the whole language. I and my. So it's not that. Vyavahara, it's happens, actually. Even devotees also says, in my heart, please, Lord, please come and stay. Like that. So here Bhagavad Visheka Rati Pradatvam. So here, who is possessing that Rati? Devotee is possessing. And who is the object for that? Vishaya means object. Who is Vishaya? Bhagavat. That means Bhagavan is the Vishaya. And Bhagavat Vishaya Ka. Ka means so belonging to. So Rati, and that is belong to the person. Pradatvam. That means bhakti gives, if you do bhakti, then you will get the Rati. When you do sadhana, that means when you do, so one Adav Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anardha Nivrutti, after that, Nishta, Ruchi, Asakti, then you will be getting the Bhava. Bhava stage is also known as Rati. So that's why bhakti, if you do bhakti means here sadhana. So if you do bhakti, sadhana, if you do sadhana bhakti, it gives the Rati. It is the giver of the Rati. Towards whom? Towards the Lord. So what is the sloka for this? Evam nirjita shadvargai kriyate bhaktireshware Vasudeve bhagavati yaya samlabhyate ratihi. Bhakti is performed by persons who conquer lust, anger, greed, illusion, pride, and hatred. By this method, Rati to Vasudeva is obtained. So it is from the 7th canto, 7th chapter, 33. Prahlad Maharaj is sharing his experiences so to his friends, Asura Balakas. So what? Bhakti is performed by persons who conquer lust and pride. So what? It is a hatred. By this method, Rati to Vasudeva is obtained directly. It is said direct slow. Ratihi samlabhyate. Or one more reference is there. So that's why there is no other method. This bhakti only gives this. Yattu. Yattu. Astvevamanga bhajatam bhagavan mukundo muktim dadati karhichit smana bhakti yogam. Just I am clarifying if another doubt. Okay, online students, don't worry. So okay, we'll continue that later. Okay. So now Puru Pakshi is raising objection. Hey, you are saying bhakti gives rati. We don't want to accept this. Because he is saying, he is having his own point to not to accept that bhakti gives rati. What is that statement? Astu eva manga bhajatam bhagavan mukundo muktim dadati karhichit sma na bhakti yogam. What is the translation of this? O king, Lord gives liberation, but not even bhava bhakti to those who worship him. So from this statement, what you are understanding? So Lord doesn't give. Only he gives liberation. Like that it is looking. But here, we should understand clearly. Based upon the statement, you cannot say that Lord doesn't give bhakti, rati. Sorry. Up kariye. Now you do. Don't disturb. Now, can you say based upon this, bhakti cannot be given by the Lord? That means you will never get hopeless. So can you feel hopeless? Only mukti gives, like that you should take? No. So here you see now, try to understand this sloka, what it means. Yattu asteva manga bhajatam karhichit smana bhakti yogo ityuktya api tad ratir na prapyate iti shankate tat kalu aviveka deva. But if you think like that, it is foolishness. Tad aviveka deva. Lord gives only mukti, not bhakti. If you think like that, it is out of foolishness. Tat kalu aviveka deva. Why? Then you give me the reason. Nah. Then you see, karhichit iti bhakti yoga tad rati purushardhatayam saitilya satyeva ityartha labhat. Karhichit api anuktatvat. Asakalyetu chit chinau ityamara koshacha. Now I will make a point here. What I am saying, because of Ekadasi, this dhoti is going down. What should I do? And you cannot stand also. In winter season, we feel more hungry actually. And that what should I do then? We cannot do anything. That's bhakti is bhakti is blissful. No? That's why we should. This is also devotion. We are getting bliss. Lord gives liberation, mukti, but not rati. If you say this statement like this, it is. If you say this statement is true, and you say that Lord gives liberation, but never gives, you can take. Never. Not basically, but Lord never gives rati. If you stay like this, by using that statement, what is that? 5, 6, 18. By using 5, 6, 18, if you say that never gives, he never gives rati. If you say like that, then this is out of Foolishness. This is out of foolishness. So that's why. So how can you say it is foolishness? Reason one. Give the reason one. Reason one, reason two, reason three. To say foolishness, you should give the three reasons. First reason is what? Tell me and tell me. Read and tell me from the English translation. Who will understand that and tell? You are studying NOS or this? This. Okay, thank you. Tell me answer. That is second reason. So the meaning obtained by the word karhichit in this case is they will never get rati when there is lethargy in the rati for the Lord as the Purushartha, which is called Bhakti Yoga. So here, first reason I am saying, if you say Lord never gives actually, karhichit is there in the sloka. So karhichit api karhichit sma na bhakti yogam. Karhichit, actually if you see 5, 6, 18, from that you derived this meaning. It is the wrong meaning actually. That is out of foolishness or out of discrimination, whatever. Foolishness or aviveka means foolishness also. So that means 5.16, 6.18, that means karhichit sma is there. That means Lord karhichit, how we translated that? If you see in that sloka, O king, Lord gives liberation, but not even bhava bhakti to those who worship him. So here karhichit is used with what sense? Karhichit is used with what sense? That is explained here. First reason is you should explain the reason of the using karhichit. Karhichit iti bhakti yoga tadrati purushardatayam shaitilye satyeva ityarthalabhat. Lord gives liberation, but not even bhakti yoga means why? That means it is looking like that Lord is easily giving liberation, but not the bhakti yoga. It means what? Generally, people have some lethargy. So to bring out them from that lethargy, in 5.6.18, karhichit word is used. Karhichit word is used what? The meaning of karhichit is in this what? Karhichit indicating what? To induce activeness. Activeness in the listener. Whoever is listening this 5.6.18. So some activeness is induced. Lethargy will be is removed. That kind of meaning only you are getting from this 5.6.18. In from that karhichit word is only indicating that is only giving the meaning that So one should become active in doing bhakti. That meaning only you are getting. It is not indicating that you will never get bhakti. So no, the karhichit word is not indicating that you never get bhakti. Okay, that's the first point. Second point is karhichit api. Karhichit api. This api word is not used. That means certainly he will not give. Certainly he will not give bhakti. So that meaning will come. But this is not used. Api word is not used. This is not used. Karhichit api is not used in this sloka. It is not mentioned in the sloka. It is not mentioned in the sloka. So that's why we should understand? You should not take this kind of meaning. Lord never gives rati. That kind of meaning you should not take, because karhichit api is not used. And third reason is, what is that third reason? Amarkosha. Karhichit. Chit is there na? In the karhichit, chit or chin. Kaschana, chin, chit. These are the pratyayas actually. In the karhichit, chit is there or not in the ending? Karhichit. Huh? This chit chin is not used in completeness. Chit chin are not used in completeness. That means Lord never gives. Karhichit means completely. That means totally he. So certainly or totally. So will not give bhakti. So that means chit chin never indicate the totality. Maximum only. That means mostly he will not give bhakti. That meaning only you should take. Completely he will not give. You should not take. Certainly he will not give. That you should not take, because chit chin is having the scope of that much only. Because in the Amara Kosha, what is said? Asakalyetu chitchino. That means chitchin are used in incomplete. Almost. Chitchin are used in the almost. That means Lord almost all he will not give bhakti. No, mostly he will not give. That means that statement is making you to become more active. It's not so easy to get. That means you should become hard. You should become a hard worker. You should become active. So that is the meaning actually you should get here. Okay, this is the understanding of this sloka, but you should not use this sloka to say that Lord never gives rati. So, okay. Next, you understood, everyone understood this? Any questions or any doubt in this? No. Okay. Is not, oh, it is not. I am always miss this kind of things. Well, I think in the brain, but I will not write on the board. This is happening actually. Okay, if anything is missing, your duty, you should say that. Okay. You should ask. Our Saranakanti's duty, this is. Otherwise, I will entirely different meaning it will be. And he is also always putting photo. You delete that without not. Amara Adil Gopal who make this screenshot, keep for the generations after generations. This then everyone will make. Ramchan Prabhu, yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. See, this chitchin, like in which verse we are talking about, is not mentioned. Is this? I didn't get this, the third one.
Yes, Prabhu. Karhichit word is there, na?
Okay.
Karhichit. Chitchin. In the sloka, you see 5, 6, 18. Karhichit word is there or not?
Yes, Prabhu.
In that Karhichit word, chit is there?
Yes,
Karhichit. You understood?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, yes.
That chit.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah. Karhi means where. So, or when. When. Karhi means when. Karhichit means so most of the times. Most of the times, karhichit. So not all the time. Karhichit means Lord all the time will not give bhakti. You should not say like that. Karhichit means most of the times he will not give bhakti. The word karhichit.
This is the characteristic of bhakti sudurlabha.
Yeah. Bhakti. So Lord, bhakti that much easily. That means bhakti means giving aham bhakta paradhina. Once if he is giving bhakti means he is becoming he's controlled by that devotee, and that's why nobody wants easily. He will not give this bhakti to so easily. Huh? Yes. Yes. Because he doesn't want to give easily. He will give after thoroughly testing you. He will test in all the ways. Even you are out of Maya, but still he wants to test himself also. Yes. He will not only just Maya, he will be testing you. Maya anyway, according to, so he will be putting so many, but Lord also, he wants to see the density of the love is increasing. And your so eagerness, so your greediness is increasing, then only he gives. And it's fully in his hand, actually, control. He controls actually.
Devotee gives bhakti, no? Lord cannot give.
Only bija he gives. After that, bija also by the Lord's mercy only you'll get. That means bija means actually initially by the sadhu sangha only you'll get bhakti. That is by the mercy of the sadhu. That means Lord's krupa only is flowing through the mercy of the Vaishnava. So in that way, these bhakti bijas, they are dropped in your heart. Yeah. And those will be so becoming trees, big trees by the mercy of Lord. That's why Madhurya Kadambani, Mahaprabhu. So Sri Prabhu, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So what is that? That sloka, Mangalacharana sloka. I said today I was just seeing that. So Madhurya Kadambani, Madhurya Kadambani, Mahat Madhurya Kadambani, something is there. Nirankusha Mahat, Sriman Mahaprabhu, Nirankusha Mahat, Madhurya Kadambini. That means it's the clouds of the mercy. Clouds of the mercy of the Lord is needed to grow that tree, that plant, whatever is. So farmer is initially the seed giver is the Vaishnava. He'll be putting that seed in your heart by his association. But that mercy, whatever he is getting in his heart, that is due to what? Because of the why his heart is becoming so compassionate towards you. Why so krupa is overflowing from his heart? Because of the doing the bhakti. The quality of the bhakti makes everyone's heart so soft actually. So that's why it's melted and it is overflowing in all the directions. That's why devotees make devotees. And yeah, they make devotees automatically, naturally. So the compassionate devotees, they go and they do prachar and they make devotees. But after giving that devotional seed in your heart by the association from the Vaishnava, so who is nurturing that? So that's Lord's mercy is needed. So then it will grow. So Lord is also, he is always taking care his devotees. So that tree will be, or that plant will be growing. Okay, we will see later that. Come to our point. So, tathapi yadyapi chiramavrittihi syat tada ratimapi dadati. So, also, so the word karichit can be understood as, still if one repeats bhakti for a long time, then the Lord gives rati, because it is said. So that means what? Finally, karichit sma na bhakti yoga means what you should understand. Lord will not give bhakti so easily. You have to, you should not just to become one time you do on lethargic, lazy. You became lazy. And it's not that so easily he is coming to you, the prema, no. You should come out from that laziness. And you should repeat again and again, again and again. So that's why sadhana bhakti gives the prema. Sadhana bhakti gives directly prema. Yes, tell me. By doing the sadhana, that means sadhana means what? Again and again, you are so repeating the activities through your हाथ पैर चलाते हैं ना, ऐसा हाथ पैर चलाना. Sadhana bhakti means we are using our physical limbs. Hare Krishna, your limb, your tongue limb is used again and again. So by using this sadhana bhakti, you get directly prema bhakti. Sadhana bhakti gives the bhava or prema, whatever I say, bhava or prema, directly. It comes directly. Tell me, sadhana bhakti gives prema bhakti directly. This statement is correct or wrong? I said sadhana bhakti gives either bhava or prema. Is this directly? This statement is right or wrong? This is wrong. Why? Brahma. Yeah. Mic, without mic, we are not able to hear.
So it depends on the desire
Why?
of the Lord.
Why? Because
And if Krishna desires, then only we can get prema. Prema is not like it's not.
here we need mercy. Sadhana bhakti will produce the mercy of Lord, and that mercy gives the prema, not the directly sadhana bhakti. Then every sadhana bhakti will be claimed, hey, I did sadhana, give me the result. Like in the karma case. In the karma case, what? Hey, I did 5 hours of work here, give me 500 rupees. Laborers will be coming as workers. They'll be working for 5 hours. Hey, I did 5 hours, why don't you give 500 rupees? Can you say, my mercy, I don't give 500, I will give 400 only? Can anyone say? In the case of karma, ladai hoga, marpeet hoga, there will be fighting. But in the case of the Lord, can you say that, hey, I did this many days, years, sadhana bhakti, you give me this much prema? Jao, go. He says, go. If I like, I give, I don't, otherwise I don't give. That's why sadhana bhakti produces mercy of the Lord, and that gives the, bhakti is not an achievement. You cannot achieve this. Bhakti is what? Is a gift. Is gifted to you. Yeah. Someone should gift you. Who is that someone? That's Lord. He is the controller. That's why he's saying, I don't give that much easily, like that he's saying. Karichit na bhakti yoga. Karichit sma na bhakti yogam. So that's why feasting and chanting, they are all so nice in the initial days. With that, you cannot get everything. All the time, not like in that mood. We should become very serious. Otherwise, you will be postponed actually. RB time. Saithilyam, if you get the lethargy. So there is no enthusiasm. So what is that? Utsaha. Utsaha is not there. Then it will take time.
Narman is saying that if a little bhakti somebody performs, he will again do this bhakti if he left that bhakti.
Yeah.
So that bhakti is that sadhana bhakti or different bhakti?
Whatever he left in between sadhana bhakti.
Huh.
Then he will come back once again. Sadhana bhakti will do. No, I didn't get what you were asking.
Means a few minutes before
Back.
it just.
Navai Jano Jatu.
That sloka. So Nadmani is saying that if somebody performs little bhakti,
Yes.
Even he left.
It's not sadhana also, even any bhakti.
Any bhakti.
Because if you do any bhakti in every devotional activity, everyone get some portion of the rasa in that taste.
So, taste.
That taste will pull back you.
So here, even you do so much sadhana bhakti.
Okay.
So Lord is not giving mercy. Without giving mercy of Lord,
you will not get
we
prema.
are not getting prema. So there.
But you get the taste. Enjoyment is there.
Taste is there.
Yeah, sadhana bhakti case also is there. But prema means what? What do you understand prema? Prema means is giving full control on him to you. That is that he will not give actually. So there, because he is saying aham bhakta paradina. But taste anyway you will get. By nature, there is a swarupa of the bhakti. Like you see, if you taste the sugarcane juice, you will get sweetness or not. If you taste laddu, you will get sweetness. If someone need to sanction that, no, that's natural property. Like that, bhakti is also naturally, it's a sweet actually. But if you are not feeling sweetness, means that's your problem, but not the problem of bhakti. So that sweetness, that is automatically coming. But only sweetness only you want, or you want to get the prema. So like gopis, they were having the prema on the Lord. That what is the prema or preeti, we'll be seeing in the preeti sandrabha. That is the definition it is having. Preeti or prema.
Without getting prema, nobody can enter that spiritual world.
Until unless, yes, if Lord, without properly, perfectly trained, they will not allow you to join in the army. Okay? To join in that army, you need to have training. So not just coming out of the Maya is not sufficient. Also, you need proper training also, like Ajamil. So he came out from all the sins, but that is not the just qualification to go back to Godhead. His mercy is also needed, and that means like in the case of Bharat Maharaj. So you can see why he is again got the birth. He has very good. So why he got next once again the birth Jadabharata? Because at the time of death, Hiran, in the body of Hiran, he was chanting? Anyone remember? So that he is saying that, Oh Narayan, that means Yagnaya Dharma Pathaye Vidinai Punaya Yogaya Sakya Shirase Prakrutishwaraya Narayanaya Haraye Namaha. When he is leaving this dear body, he is raising hands, and that means anyway, he is not Hiran cannot raise the hands. Okay. So it's a loud sound is coming out, In the Hiran body, this sound is coming. Mantra is chanting and he is left. How it is possible? Bhakti is having a power of this. It can illuminate all the senses, even it is in the irrespective of the body, and it can produce this. And so Bharata Maharaj could have gone at the time to go back to Godhead because he is remembering Lord, but still he is given body of Jadabharata because to increase his love, to make that more dense. In the case of Narada Muni also, many cases are there like this. So anyway, come to our point. Satyam dishat kyartitam ardito nrunam ityader iticha karhichit padena gamyate. Bhakta vishayaka bhagavat prityeka hetutvam api udahrutam nalam dishatvam devatvam iti. So now what we should understand next? Next, by repetition of the bhakti, by repeating, you will be getting Lord's mercy. So that you will be getting the rati in him. Just by the repetition, actually. Repeat. That says you should come out from the laziness. So where it is said, ityadeh iticha karhichit padena gamyate. So you see, satyam dishatyarditam ardito nrunam. We already discussed this sloka. Everyone remember this, hopefully. So what is the in the 5th canto 19th chapter 27 sloka? What is the meaning of this? Lord certainly gives desired objects to devotees who request them, but he doesn't give those objects in such a way that the devotees will ask again after finishing his enjoyment. In other words, he gives his lotus feet, which include all desirables, to those worshippers who don't even desire them. So what? If you do bhakti, but out of material desires, one time, 2 times he gives. We see in the Kardam Muni's case also. You know, in the Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, what he is saying? There, Lord always gives. So whatever is asked, sometimes he gives even more also for the neophytes. What is the reason? He's having the fear of for 2 things. What I told answer? Anyone remember? If I don't give, they will leave. And one more point. What I said there, I also forget. Second point. Babaji. Anyone remember? Just anyway. So even he sometimes gives more also, because he doesn't want his devotees to go away from him. So that's why even our devotees also, for the new people, young devotees, new devotees, just brand new, he's coming to temple. Prabhuji, come, take prasadam. But who are old devotee, nobody will ask. Because Lord is also following the same technique. Our devotees also follows. They are so eager to reciprocate with the new devotees. But for the old devotees, no. So same, Lord also, actually, he is very much, so he doesn't want to miss the chance, actually. If someone do bhakti, and if he doesn't give the whatever they ask, then they may go away from him out of, so that feeling, so he always gives. One time he gives, 2 times gives, till that time their faith becomes built strong. Then after that he will not give. Abhi to kya hi dena hai, bas band kar do. What he will do then? Then he will do ichha pidanam. Then he will close the doors. What he does? So nadhanam. Okay, that means swayam vidate bhajatam anichyatam ichha pidanam nijapada pallavam. He will shut down that desire by giving the taste at his lotus feet. Nijapada pallavam. This thing he does, actually. He encourages to get the taste for his lotus feet, not for the material objects. Like that, he started working. In the transition period, we may bewilder. Sometimes, oh, we are asking, but he's not giving. But don't worry, actually, he's not giving out of some plan, actually. What is that? He will be checking, actually. Sometimes, so mother will help you to walk in the baby stage. Sometimes she leaves. What is their purpose? To check, to get the some ability in you to stand by your own. It doesn't mean that she is willing to make you fall down. Like that, sometimes Lord, so when you do bhakti, so he will not give, actually. He will not give whatever you are asking. It doesn't mean that he doesn't have any love for you. He's having love. But why he is not giving? So he is asking you to get the taste for some other thing, not for the material thing. So like that. But we should not misunderstand him. Many times we misunderstand and we blame. Hey, he's not doing my duty, my work. Okay. So from this, but still what we have to again and again, again and again, again and again, we should do the bhakti. So he will give then the higher thing actually, his prema. That is the thing. So that's why. So that means you see from this sloka you are saying Karichit, meaning you can understand from this sloka also. He is giving initially some material things, whatever you want, if you do devotion towards him. Then after that, he's not giving. And he is giving. So his prema, once if you do, again and again. Arthita mardito swayam vidhatte. So next, and what is the qualification for getting this kind of rati? Do we need to become only human beings? Only human beings by doing bhakti they can get rati, or anyone can get? What is the science behind this? Who are eligible for this? Then that is said in this next sloka. Nalam dijatvam nalam dijatvam devatvam nalam dijatvam devatvam rishitvam vasuratmaja प्रेरणनाया मुकुंदस्य न वृत्तं न बहुज्ञता न दानं न तपो नेज्य न शौचं न व्रतानि च प्रीयते मलया भक्त्या हरिर अन्यद् विडम्बनम्. There is no external qualification is needed. Even demigods, human beings, anything, that means anyone, and you don't need any kind of big charities, good conduct, scholarship, or austerities, great performing of great sacrifices. So nothing is needed actually. So vows cannot please Lord. Nothing they cannot please. Sometimes we do, oh, I do strictly sadhana and I am doing this strong sadhana and Lord will be merciful towards. So that means sometimes we say that means you are proud of your austerity and think that Lord is pleased by this proudness, this your strictness in the austerity, and that will please him. No, nothing, no austerity also will please him. Only thing is your humbleness, your submissiveness to him. That only will the cost. Sometimes you may laugh, this devotee is not properly doing devotion. I am every day 365 days perfectly I am doing the devotion. So I am the first person to go back to Godhead, He's thinking himself like that. Devotee went with. I'm not disgracing someone who is doing the very strong sadhana, but so what the mood you should develop behind that? If you develop some kind of ego, ahankara, so that is also because due to of anartha actually. One will develop that kind of ahankara due to anartha. That is very dangerous actually. You will not get anything. Any mercy you will not get. So like when Gajendra was fighting with his own power and he didn't do anything. But when it became humble and submissive to him, then he ran. He ran for that. And similarly, unless if you don't develop that, humility is not there, humbleness is not there. No. That's why here nothing. That means your richness, I am donation. I am giving the thousands of rupees for the Lord. I am nadanam. And we are not disgracing that, but you should not get out of humbleness. We are giving his money only to him. And just I am who am I to give. And like that, if you develop. And scholarship, I am the Sanskrit scholar. I can teach Bhakti Sandrabha without English translation. Direct from sloka, mula to mula. Go keep your scholarship with you and practice that. Nothing else. So only love for him, huh? Okay. साइलेंट में रख दो. ओके ठीक है, छोड़ दो, अभी तो बहुत मेहनत मत करिए. नालम द्विजत्वम देवत्वम. Even demigods or human beings, Sometimes even a dog can become a devotee and it can go back to Godhead. Even a cat, even a monkey. And we should not proud of anything actually. That's completely is taken out from this, based upon this sloka. Lord is pleased by pure bhakti. Pure bhakti means pure love towards him. Bhakti means love. Love means how much I can give. So that is a love. So other than bhakti, everything else is cause for mockery. That means it is vedambanam. It just is a dumbo, is imitation, it is dikava. So next to last, actually, I am taking 2 minutes extra. Yadapati Prabhu, ruk, wait. Manye dhana bijana rupa tapastu taujas तेजः प्रभाव बल पौरुष बुद्धि योगा नाराधनाय हि भवन्ति परस्य पुंसो भक्त्या तु तोष भगवान् गजयूथपाय. So Prahlad Maharaj's prayers to Narsingh Bhagwan. If you just read out, I will read out this translation so you can understand this. So here Prahlad Maharaj also saying same thing. Oh son of, oh, okay, this. So Prahlad Maharaj is saying to Lord Narasimhadev like this: I think that wealth, family, beauty, austerity, learning, power of the senses, splendor, power, strength of the body, effort, intelligence, karma, gnana, or Ashtanga Yoga cannot satisfy the Lord. The Lord was satisfied with the king of the elephants by his devotion to the Lord. Gajayuthapaya. That means Gajendra was having the meekness, that means humbleness, and it is out of love it called. Immediately he came. That's the thing. The Lord is satisfied with the king of the elephants by his devotion to the Lord. By the devotion only he will become happy. So he will be pleased. So that is the points we discussed. That means how bhakti gives rati in that connection. So what are the various points we should remember is discussed in this anuccheda. Okay, thank you very much. So any comments or questions I will take in the next class. So 7:40, it's overtime. Okay, sorry for the taking 10 minutes extra. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Otherwise they will blame me. They'll say that he is taking extra time. Okay, sorry, bro. Okay, tomorrow I'll take. Class time, sorry, 6 to 7:30 in the Kartik time, because we have our local program, so it should not be too late because of our class. We have only one classroom, that is also temple. Temple and classroom is one. So that's why we have this schedule. And otherwise, after Kartik, November 22 onwards, we'll be having the class from 6:30 to 8. Okay. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.